here. Now, gone. Huh. I'll get somebody to look at that in the morning. Oh. Oh, anybody show up? Yeah, there's a few people in there. What's going on, folks? I've had my truck in the shop, at our shop. I went back there to turn on my AC, and I seen that my inverter ain't on. Warwick, what's going on, mate? Nomad, what you cooking? Jason, howdy. Venom, howdy. Nomad, howdy. Warwick, howdy. Whoever I missed. Let's hit some like buttons on there. I know, you're all mad because I ain't been on in a few days, but hit the like button. I'm on today. So anyway, I went back there and turned that AC on so I could turn the truck off. Damn thing ain't working right. So I was messing with the inverter back there to make the microwave come on, and it ain't wanting to do it. I had another bad battery, so they disconnected the batteries. So I'll be down there in the morning. I'm laid over here at the yard tonight, which I'm fine with that. I told them I didn't care. So told them I got so much stuff on my mind, I really didn't give a damn about trucking. So I didn't care if I laid over or not. They said, well, it would help us if you did. Okay. Whatever. So it is what it is, right? Uh-huh. Frank can't take your job no more. Well, damn it, Frank, leave his job alone. Nobody hitting the likes. Y'all mad at me or what? One person hit it. Thank you. Oh, damn. Thank you, Jason. Mellow yellow. Not Mountain Dew. I don't know about all that training nonsense. Did y'all see Grandma's video? Hot dogs, I got Grandma to make a video. I had to do the talking for her. She's still bashful, but she made a video. And if you ain't tried to make the meal, you ought to. If you like rice and pork. Oh. It ain't a matter of getting her to come around. It was just a matter of getting her to come around. Now, I don't know how. You know, she, I was telling her about Warwick and Jay Gonna be posting Australian meals and uh, damn it, Cajun meals. I told her we really needed to step up our game a little bit. So she had decided and got the yeah, I bribed her with all this sectionist. But actually, the favorite one that she makes is beef tips and rice. She does a killer beef tips and rice. But she had made that before. Her thing is now that was a new meal she had made. She'd only made it once before, and she wants to do one trial and error before it goes on video. Then her second one, she don't mind making the video. So that's what we did there. That was her second go at it. The only thing that I could say about it is she forgot to put any kind of seasonings on her pork chops before she rolled that. I imagine it was nerves. So don't train with them. So I don't know what you call Italian. You got to remember, she's a Texas gal, born and raised deep South Texas, and we make a variety of different stuff, and we don't really claim any of it to be anything. And I've got some Cajun meals that I've stolen over the years and adapt over to my way. Same thing with my Mexican meals. Dude, Frank, I don't really know anything about Night. All I know is they're a mega company. And be leery. Watch your paycheck. They, all them big companies, which Stone is finding out now, they will do funny stuff to your payroll. So you got to be on top of your game. So other than that, make sure you have a good trainer. So, okay, I can't even pronounce it, Jason, so there you go. So, keep telling y'all, I really am a hillbilly. Unfortunately, here in the near future, I'm going to have to make a trip back up into them hills, deep into them hills where my mama lives. So, she's over on the flatlands right now in a nursing home. Well, no, that's right. They did take her back over there in the hills. But my mama ain't doing good. Unfortunately, here before long, I'm going to go have to bury her. Don't look forward to it. And that'll put me back in them hills I grew up in and ran away from. And I tell you now, I got me another bag of grapes, which I like grapes, but damned if I didn't get a bunch of fruit flies. They hadn't been in here until I took the truck to the shop and it got turned off and it got hot in here. When I got back in, I had fruit flies all over the damn place. So threw away that bag of grapes, killed several of them, and I guess that was the culprit. Yeah, Night and somebody did just merge together. I forgot who. Oh. How long you been driving, Ed? How long you been driving? Driving under them low bridges, that kind of shit ends up on YouTube. I might have seen your video. There's one of them. What is it? 11.3 or 10.3 or something. There's a bridge. It has its own YouTube channel where it's constantly showing people going under it. Yeah, there is. There's a few of them. Ed, everything ain't necessarily lost. Best advice I can give you is be honest about your screw up. Be honest about it. Don't lie about it. Don't try to hide it. Be honest about it. Oh. Hell, I'd talk to Swift or somebody. Normally, I don't say that. However, in your circumstances, you need somebody that will take anybody. And Swift will pretty much take anybody. What company were you with? Uh, there's a few of them mega companies that might take you on. Uh, Mellow Yellow. I ain't drunk a Mellow Yellow in a long time. Warner. That figures. Warner sucks. I almost went to work for them. And I had, shit, 22, 23 years experience. They wanted to treat me like a damn rookie. That didn't go over well, folks. Wanted to put me in a piece of shit, worn out truck. That was the final straw. We'd already clashed heads 2 or 3 times. And then they wanted to give me a piece of shit truck. I told them, are you kidding me? Well, never mind what I told them. It wasn't very nice and not good for a family channel. But they did get the angry side of me. I know, y'all don't think I get angry, do you? Yep. Coke should be illegal. Liquid, rock, or powdered, it's bad for you. And if you're picking up at a Coca-Cola plant, they don't like you to say that. I can tell you from personal experience. They almost canceled my load. But I told them, no, don't do that. I use Coke. Hell, every once in a while I got to clean my battery terminals. They didn't like that either. They ain't got a sense of humor at Coca-Cola. And it's a good rust remover. Coke's good for a lot of stuff. Drinking just don't happen to be one of them. What up, Jay? We were just talking about you a minute ago. Did you see Grandma's cooking video? When I told her you and, oh damn it, now I can't think of his name, Mark, Australian. Mama stepped up and she did a cooking video. Oh. You have to go watch it. Cooking with Grandma Rose, I think I named it. Warwick. That's who I was trying to think of. Thank you, Jason. You put it up about the same time I thought of it. He ain't gonna call me mate no more. He'll be mad. Oh, that Mellow Yellow was good, but I'm fixing to add some Mountain Dew to it. Is that what it is? Well, we'll add some Mountain Dew to it, see if that helps. Back in the day, as a kid, I used to drink the hell out of Mellow Yellow. So anyway, Grandma called me. She's taking a nap. I'm going to be laying over for the evening. So I just decided I'd pop on here and harass y'all a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Oh. Oh. Might have to exit out here in a little bit. Come on. Thank you. Sometimes it's contrary. And I tell you, you know you're getting old when you get one of these. 4 damn times a day now I got to take meds. That sucks. You missed me forgetting your name. Uh-huh. Actually, I ate at Chester's tonight just for the hell of it. If I'd went to eat back there and had figured out my microwave wasn't working, I would have went down there. Warwick, did you hear me talking about Grandma's meal? Her video? That's right. Ah, hell, dude, it's just chicken. You know, you can only do so much to chicken. Well, I went ahead and had mashed taters and gravy for what that's worth. You know they're instant out of these places. Oh. Okay, well, I was telling them, I told her about you and Jay going to be putting up videos, and that's why she put that one up. So, no, I haven't ever seen any of his videos. So, but now I talked to him today about it. Yeah, Chester's has fried corn on the cob. They actually had 2 different kinds in there. One that was battered and one was not battered. I am going to start thinking and saying some bad words if you don't hit that damn like button. Oh. I don't know. What is Stone's channel called, Jay? But yeah, he told me that was interesting. I don't eat corn on the cob either way, bro. Oh, he's just calling a Rolling Stone? Oh, now, we made him change that when he came on this channel. We'll have to make him, hell, I don't give a damn what he calls this channel. Oh. Well, I got 9 likes out of you. Thank you. There's still 4 people debating on if they like it or not. Oh. So where's everybody at? I'm up here at our yard, West Salem Springs. Sitting at the Loves. Ain't gonna be too many of you coming through him. I am backed up in here bobtailing. Well, I don't have listening to them trucks idling up there. North of Pittsburgh. Hell, I ain't even got a box. I'm bobtailing. And Birmingham, they got some bad storms coming your way, dude. You got the stuff that just blew through here is coming down that direction. I forget who all's under some weather watches, so check your weather, local weather down there. Oh. Well, they told me that if I could bobtail over here and back without jackknifing, they'd consider giving me a trailer. So I'm doing my goodest. Arlington, Virginia. They're getting hammered over there too with the rain. If you're up there around Pittsburgh, brother, you ain't gonna see me. That's right. "8:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. What a deal." Oh, Arlington, Texas? Oh, that's cool. That would put you within 300 miles of me. whether I'm here or there. No, actually, our place that we haul all them brake drums from, they're experiencing a slowdown for some reason. I don't know why. Nobody told me. So they're actually grabbing a few broker loads to keep the trucks moving, which, you know, that's good for the drivers. They're keeping the drivers rolling. If you ain't rolling, you ain't earning. And they had one where I could deadhead a few 100 miles and pick up some blanks to bring back down here, or blah blah blah. And, oh yeah, Jay, I did. I thought I was being funny. They didn't think I was being funny. I told them they need to quit taking their job so damn serious. Oh. But anyway, I told them I wasn't in a good frame of mind anyway. It wouldn't bother me to sit down tonight. So I'm sitting down. Well, it is what it is. Partner, evidently your dog's not done using the bathroom. He don't want to get back in your pickup. No sense of humor at all. You're right. Oh, I should have knew better. Hell, they had Coke nonsense plastered everywhere like they was proud of their product or something. Oh. But I wasn't lying. Coca-Cola is good on your, to clean the acid off your battery terminals if they get all corroded up. That's it. So, I told them Coke was bad for you. Liquid rocker powdered. It should be illegal. It's bad for you. They didn't like it. Then I told them, don't get so serious. I do use Coke. I use it for cleaning the rust off the bumper and the corrosion off the battery. Boy, they didn't like that one either. So, hurt my feelings, you know. Walmart. Well, you should quit, Jay. You can literally clean rust and stuff off your bumper with Coca-Cola, dude. It has some of the strongest acid in it you've ever seen. I just like they're finding out that when they bury people nowadays, the body is not decomposing near as fast as it used to, because of all the preservatives and all that nonsense in our foods and drinks. Attaboy, I knew I liked you, Isaac. I haven't really tried that Code Red. I've seen it. Oh, hell yeah. Cigarettes are bad, bad, bad. Oh, good messages there from a young man. Evidently he tried calling, and I'm doing this off my phone. Yeah, I wish I'd never started smoking. And that's what I tell my grandbabies. I tell all of them the truth. It's a very addictive habit, a very expensive habit, and one of the worst damn things you can do to your body. Huh. Now, I smoke like a freight train. Why, just damned old bobtail. And that would require me to get out. And then you'd hear the trucks idling around me. Oh. Ain't nothing but a truck stop, man. Just another truck stop. I tried that vape and it didn't work for me. I was going to go do a piggyback job. And you can't smoke in those trucks. So I was going to start vaping for it. That didn't go over well. Parked right by a W9 here. It's an old one. Good looking old trucks. I sure like them. But yeah, old Stone. I was talking to him and he said them turns was pretty damn tight up there. Said he kept hearing his trainer in his head. Said that when he was still with his trainer, he'd be pulling, he'd use a fuel island for an example. And they'd tell him, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, now turn. And he said he wanted to tell him, dude, I know what the hell I'm doing, it's pulling on a fuel island. He says, I never said it to him. He says, I realized after I started driving what he was doing. He was setting it up a pattern in my head. He said, when I got into New York and had all them tight turns, he said, that's what I kept hearing. So, but no, I might go check out his channel and check out his video, see what he did, see what he's got going on. Oh. You think that's it? Want to check out my fifth wheel? Well, I'll be right back in that shop in the morning. I'll be sitting down there waiting on them. People dropping like flies. I guess I'm boring today. We've dropped down to 8. We was up to a dozen or so. What folks don't understand is on these live streams, I need y'all to interact with me, and some of you are. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. But maybe they just got bad signal. We'll blame it on that. How's that? But I am parked right here between two trucks. That's my view for the night. Ain't that interesting? There, Stone. We were just talking about you. I'll tell them what you told me about your trainer. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and turn. Oh. Nope, I've never had it pulled. If he did and got caught, he would be in a lot of trouble. Do you know how to keep them from pulling your fifth wheel? And it's not your kingpin that they're pulling, it's your fifth wheel release. Your kingpin release. All you gotta do is set them trailer brakes and pull forward on your truck where it's tight against that kingpin, and then set your tractor brakes. And you won't have to worry about them pulling it because it's so damn tight it won't let them pull it. So Now, I have done that in a few places, set it up where they could not pull it. Oh. Anybody that'd pull your fifth wheel, your kingpin release, that's pretty damn low right there. If you got that big a problem with somebody, go hit them in the nose. Boy, you pull kingpin releases all the time? Shame on you. No, I know what you're saying. And a lot of people don't realize that. Yep. Just a little tug, it don't take much. It don't matter. We all get mad at fuel lines being blocked up. You know, and nothing aggravates you more than you're sitting in line and nobody's fueling on the fuel island and nobody's up there in the pull forward lane. But that's because they've already pulled forward and they done finished fueling on the island and they're going in to take care of business instead of just sitting there. I'm not going to sit in my truck 5 minutes and wait on that guy to come out so I can pull up. I ain't doing it. I'm going to jump out, go get my fuel ticket, take a leak, grab something to eat, whatever I have to do, and I'll come back out. Then I'll pull forward and or leave. That's just part of trucking. And in this demand world that we live in, I want it now. These spoiled little shits just don't get it. And that don't mean by age either. It just means spoiled little shit. Some of them are pretty damn old and getting all bent out of shape. Well, knock it the hell off and wait your turn. Very few of the drivers out there are just in there shooting the bull and making you wait for no reason. Or maybe that guy up there got in there and got into one of the food joints and the food joints get low or the fuel island gets slow, you know. So now you're in here twiddling your thumbs waiting on your sandwich or you're waiting on your fuel receipt. You know, there's usually an excuse for it. So if somebody goes getting mad enough to pull kingpins, somebody needs to knock him the hell out. Period. That's just bullshitting all about me and to hell with everybody else. That's all he's got going on. There you go. You got your rant. Oh, what up, David? That's true. No, you can't say keep your time to 5 minutes. You can't do it. That's not realistic. You do not have control over how long it takes the people inside that truck stop to do their job. I have stood there for 10 or 15 minutes while one or two people in front of me is trying to get a ComCheck cash, or the person working the fuel desk is trying to get a fuel thing to go through. And they can't just blow that off and go to the next one. They have to resolve their issue. So saying keep it to 5 minutes is not realistic. Keep it as short as you can is realistic. You know? That's right, David. A lot of times it is. That's what I was saying a while ago. You go get that hamburger or that Subway, and they don't care in there. They're paid by the hour. They don't give a damn what's happening on that fuel island. And to tell a driver to fuel and go park to go get his sandwich to leave is bullshit as well. I've heard that too, and I ain't gonna do it. No. We live in a demand world. We want it right now, and people don't get it, and they get bent out of shape. Oh, but remember, computers are our friends. Which they have sped up the fuel islands a lot. Now, I mean a whole lot. Although, back in the day, we still, ComDat and all that had came out, and they would have people that would come out and take all your information and they would pass it to them inside, and they'd get it all punched into the computer. And then when you came in and gave them your card, they would run it. Stuff clicked fairly decent, but even then, you still had issues. Well, we've seen people do all kinds of stupid. Oh, there goes my W9. He's rolling out. See him leaving there in the window? That's a good looking tarp job he did too. That's a good tight tarp load there. Never did like that tarping nonsense. Lime, Ohio. I'm trying to think of where I went up there. There was somewhere Grandma was riding with me. We went up there in Ohio. Went to a paper recycling place. And they had an open dock. I butted their dock. It was being a rough day anyway. They unloaded my bales. And normally when they do that, they'll drag the last one out and take all that excess of loose paper that's fell out. Well, it was going on their lunchtime, so he was in a hurry. And he didn't do that, and he left a mess. Grandma got out, and she's going to help me sweep it out. Reefer unit, of course. And we started sweeping it out, and some smuck come by, stopped at the end of the trailer, and you can't just sweep that out here on the dock or on the ground. What do you think I should do with it? I don't care, but you ain't just sweeping all over my property. I said, gotcha. Baby, go get in the truck. She knew I wasn't happy. I swept that shit right out at his feet. I said, there you go. You paid for it. You got it. It's all delivered. Thank you. He wasn't very happy either. That was back in the days before the good Lord came into my life. And I would fight at the drop of the hat, and I'd drop the hat for you. Oh. Oh, Lordy. What did I miss here? Let's see. I'm here at our yard. Depends upon how you look at that, Jason. About 30-minute breaks. I've been known to pull up there and do my couple minutes to flag my fueling, and then I'll fuel and go in and get my fuel receipt and all that stuff. Come back out and pull up, and I'll watch that 30-minute clock on my computer. Now, if somebody else pulls up behind me and they get done fueling, I will pull off of there and go hide somewhere. Find a little hole to get in. But yes, I have been known to take my 30-minute break while I was fueling and pulling up. You just have to use a little bit of common courtesy there. If somebody pulls up behind you and, oh, excuse me, and they get done, get the hell out of the way. If nothing else, circle back around. Do something. But a lot of these trucks, from what I'm gathering, once they set their brakes and start their 30-minute break, whenever they release it, it automatically throws them on drive. Mine don't do that. So I can put around at about 7 miles an hour. Why did you lose your New York footage? Up there, somebody probably stole it. Hello, Blondie. Pink and black looks good today. Oh, goodness. So, what y'all want to talk about now? You done had me on a little rant. Well, now what? I don't want to sit here with y'all just staring at me now. Don't make me call Grandma. Because I'd wake her up, and y'all wouldn't like it if I woke her up. Oh, I wasn't no lizard. Garrett told you. W9, Jason. I thought you'd know that by now. Yeah, that's about how mine is, David. Just enough where you can creep around. And we're set up at like a half mile or something. I can literally bobtail from here to our yard, from this Love's to our yard without setting it off. Oh, I don't like doing that. I'll probably do it in the morning though. So, gonna have to get my trash bag out. Dadgummit. Well, it depends on what you're talking about, trucker pay going up. It don't go up much. Here lately, some of the companies have been going up because of the driver shortage that doesn't exist. Well, that's my story. Oh, no, that definitely is not a lizard. And she getting in a big old tall Chevy pickup. Yeah, I don't do that northeast. Well, Jason, that depends upon what you're doing, man. But myself, I think if you're out here over the road, if a driver's making less than $50,000 a year, something's wrong. And we should be making more like 70 or 80,000 a year. Which I was up in that bracket until I went more regional. Now I'm down, I'm breaking 50,000, but not by a whole hell of a lot. But people think that sounds like, ooh, $70,000, that's a lot. Well, you also got to figure out your cost out here. You also got to figure out the cost of your time from being away from your family and stuff. There's a lot in it to factor in there that people don't realize. So, and you're going to easily spend $200 a week out here on food, and that's even with you trying to eat cheap. When the wife was out here with me, it cost me a fortune. We're going to have Watch Stone now. Y'all going to have to help me keep him humbled. I don't want him turning into one of them 3-year wonders. Or when you tried talking to him after he got 3 years. I know, I know, I know. I lectured him today about that. Oh yeah, I'm done. Jay, I just told you don't give him a big head. Oh, and that probably wasn't him driving. He was videotaping someone else. Well, that looked like my ex-son-in-law there. I ought to go over there and slap him just 'cause he looks like him. But then he'd probably whoop my ass and it wouldn't be worth it. Damn it. Bull? Nah, he ain't that big of a boy. I wouldn't call him a bull. Careful there, hothead. I get you upset. I tell him you really don't drive at all. That's all a Nintendo game you're playing. He got a big screen, one of them 80-inch TVs in his living room with reality truck driving stuff on it. He's really married. He's 56 years old, has 12 kids, 4 dogs, 3 cats, and a parakeet. And they live in a trailer in Alabama. So don't buy into his story. Trust me. There's one guy, I forget his name. He uh, he had somebody that was actually playing one of them games like I was talking about, and he asked my permission, which why sure, and he took my voice where I was talking about something on trucking, and he put it on that video. So this guy's driving his truck, and it's like he's listening to me on the radio. That was awesome. That was awesome. No, Stone, don't be laughing. Tell him I was telling the truth. Oh, when that Nintendo came out and we got it where we had the TVs and all that power inverters, that was a big issue out here. Because a lot of drivers wasn't driving, they was playing Nintendo. That shit's addictive. That's what I found out about watching TV and reading out here way back in the beginning. I used to love reading, and if I got into the book, next thing I know, I've got 2 or 3 hours left before it's time to get up and go to work. That's back when we had an 8-hour break, not a 10-hour break. I'd wind up laying down and grabbing that little nap and getting up and taking off. Then we got the TVs that had VCRs. Those are the big cassettes, for those that don't know. They're not round. And I'd get to watching a movie or 12, and next thing I know, it's almost time to go. So I quit reading out here and I took the TV out. No, I don't play. Now, when my kids had Nintendo set at the house, I played with them a little bit. But they were so far advanced, they'd be impatient as hell. I'd be trying to whoop one of the monsters at the end of one of the things at the beginning, and they're 12 or 20 or 30 stages ahead of me, getting impatient, sitting over there trying to tell me how. So You go, Nomad. At least you'll have something to occupy your downtime. See, right now I could go take a nap, but then I'd be on there at 11 o'clock at night saying, where the hell's everybody at? There's another good tarp load. His ain't gonna stay though. It's good for a little while. We got a place that makes big pipes down here, plastic, PVC. Seeing a lot of them go out today, more than normal. Makes you. Speaking of Swift, here comes one. Damn it, nobody parked beside me. Yeah, Stone, they was asking a while ago what your YouTube channel is. Somebody said Trucking Stone. Duck and roll. Well, William, if you're making the money and you're happy, there you go. Sometimes the big companies are good for some people. And that's what I've told people all along is it's a matter of finding your clique in the industry. So, myself, I just don't do good with big companies. But that's me. Oh, Swift, you're being scary already, buddy. But luckily, he's way over yonder, so I can witness it from here. I was watching a YouTube a while ago of hit and runs in a truck stop. They might hit and run, but damn it, that person that had a recorder going on their dash, they got your license plate and your trailer number. Well, he ain't doing all bad. Oh, he's trying to do it in high speed now. He's going to get in trouble. I wouldn't know. Our company don't have that stuff. What irritates me is the safety guy will send out messages over the ELD. And then every minute it beeps until you stop and listen to this bullshit message. Or watch it, or read it. You don't want to listen to it. And it's usually some stupid shit about, we have a safety meeting this weekend. If you're at the yard, please attend. I try not to be at the yard. Then he gets mad because the general manager will want him to brief me on what he's going to do the safety meeting on so that I don't have to be there. I can just sign off on it and I go home. He don't like doing that. Yeah. Here comes one of our trucks in. Well, I don't know if we're going to get any more rain here or not. Fixing to fire this beast up and get me some AC going. That one back there ain't cutting it. And that's one of our drivers driving like that? Really, dude? goodness. I'm just sitting here, people watching. People in truck watching. Are y'all bored with me yet? I don't know. People come and go and I ain't got a clue. Alright, I turned it down as much as I can. $6.15. Well, he got his shift switched around where he was driving nights and he was driving days earlier today. So, yeah, I don't know what his hours are. Alright, darling, you do it. David, you be safe, man. I ain't far behind you. Think about taking me a nap. Well, if y'all are up in a little while, I might get back on there in 3 or 4 hours. We'll see what it's looking like. In the meantime, I'm going to get off here. Y'all have a good evening. Remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. Bye.